Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Daria. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today's yoga class is about practicing dancing with discomfort. So we'll move through a relatively challenging physical sequence and we'll look for places where we can push ourselves just a bit out of our comfort zone, sort of flirting with or dancing with the discomfort. And in doing so, in practicing challenging the physical body, we can learn a lot about the ways in which we interact with difficult emotions and feelings. So for this class, all you'll need is yourself and some place to move. And when you're ready, let's get into it. We'll get started from child's pose. So bring your toes to touch, spread your knees about as wide as your mat, and then crawl forward with your fingertips until you can relax your forehead or your chest and your chin down to the earth. Try to relax your arms here, soften the palms of your hands and your fingertips. And begin to settle down, settle into this space. Get cozy, get comfortable here in child's pose. Take a scan through your body and notice any areas right away where you consciously find discomfort. It might feel sticky or tight, held, maybe even numb. Begin the practice of deepening your breath, carrying the breath from the base of your spine all the way through the crown of your head as you inhale. And as you exhale, send the breath through those sensations of discomfort. Big, deep, full inhalation through your nose here. Exhale out of your mouth to relax deeper, settle deeper into your practice. Continue breathing through your physical sensations. And take a moment now to check in also with your emotional state. How are you feeling today? Try to be curious about this without judging. So letting whatever it is be exactly as it is. Sometimes our default is to want to feel good, want to feel happy. But the reality is there's so many more layers to our experience than just those sweet sensations and emotions. And so see if you can challenge yourself to look for every part of what you're feeling right now. Start to press into your palms. Lift your sitting bones away from your heels. We'll bring the knees to hips distance apart and then just slide your palms all the way forward and down, keeping your butt high so the hips stay lifted over the knees, finding puppy, Anahatasana. So maybe the heart and the chin come down to the earth, or maybe the forehead. Soften into the shape. Allow your body to feel like it's made of something melty here. And so the longer that you stay and the deeper that you breathe, you become more embodied. Find spaces that you can relax. For me, often here, it's the hip creases that want to activate. So spread your breath there. Relax the soles of your feet and the tops of your feet. Let your heart melt down toward the earth and relax the space between your shoulder blades. One more breath here. Keep your palms, your fingertips, and your forearms rooted. We're going to slither all the way forward to lie on our bellies with the elbows down, Sphinx. So relax your pelvis, let your toenails root, and then create a tractioning of elbows pulling back towards your hip bones as you stretch from the base of your heart forward through the top of your heart. Take full breaths through your belly. Begin to firm your legs. Magnetize your inner thighs and let your pelvis continue to stay heavy as your heart gets lighter. Keep the left elbow and hand where it is. Drag your right palm back so that it's beside your ribs. Take an inhale to press up to both palms. Then as you exhale, roll to your outer left hip. Stack your right foot over the left. You can drop the right fingertips down in front of your torso and then start to sink down into the left side body. So your the left shoulder begins to pull up toward your ear, flaring through the rib cage on the left side. Relax your neck, relax your face, relax your legs. Breathe through all the muscles between your ribs, ironing out the kinks. And then roll all the way back through center. Release your front body down, elbows down. On your next inhale, glide your left palm beside your ribs. Press through your palms, lift your heart. And as you exhale, roll to the outer right hip. Claw through the right fingertips and then begin to drop down. So the point of your right elbow can spin toward the top of your mat. The eye of the elbow can face in. There can be a micro bend in the right elbow, and then a softening through the full right side body. So rather than staying propped up here, we're actually allowing ourselves to sink into the shoulder. Take a slow, lazy roll back to Sphinx. Breathe in here. As you exhale, melt your heart back down to the earth. Drag your palms back beside your ribs. Inhale, Cobra. Press into your palms and the tops of your feet. Pull your shoulder blades together at the back of your heart to stretch through your front body. Lift your pelvic floor to activate the low belly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck your toes behind you, press into your palms, then glide your hips all the way back towards your heels, but keep reaching your heart forward to the top of your mat, active child's pose. As you inhale, get hollow through your core, roll forward, coming to hands and knees, lift your spine to the sky, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog, claw into all 10 fingertips. Lift your hips up and back, high to the sky. Pedal the feet, rock the hips, shake the head, anything that you need to do. But try to move here less from muscle memory and more from an intentional place where you're checking your body and noticing what is actually serving in this moment. So which movements feel good for you now, instead of just going with the habitual movements that you take every time. Continue spreading breath through the body. Now, dive into the activation that you're feeling in your arms and become even more active there. Press your palms energetically down and forward. Then press your feet, the balls of your feet, down and back. So the hands and the feet are isometrically shifting away from each other, creating infinite length through your spine. Lifting the tip of the tailbone higher to the sky. Low belly pulls in. Take a breath in. Cleansing exhale breath through the nose or the mouth. Now we'll stay in downward facing dog for about 3 to 5 more rounds of breath. Notice if there's sensations that your mind begins to want to avoid. If it starts to feel a little uncomfortable, to hold yourself up. If the arms become really fired up, maybe the shoulders. And so how can you breathe into it? How can you remind your body to remain calm even while experiencing the discomfort? Good. As you inhale, lift your heels, roll forward to high plank, hollow your front body. As you exhale, shift both of your heels toward the right side of your mat. Root your right heel on your right big toe. Keep the left heel lifted. Then stick your butt back. Stretch your heart forward toward your thumbs and stack the outer left hip over the right. Big side body stretch. Contract right side body, expand left side. Good. Inhale back to high plank, round forward dome between your shoulders. Exhale, both heels to the left side of the mat. The right heel stays lifted, left heel lowers, left big toe is pressing down. So the whole sole of the foot is stamped flat. Breathe in. Stay as you breathe out, press into your palms. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, glide back. As you inhale, lift your heels, firm your thighs, roll forward, high plank, suction front body to back body. Exhale, slowly lower, chaturanga for 3, for 2, with control, elbows hug in for 1. Good. Sink your pelvis down to the mat. And then as you inhale, toenails root, heart lifts, Cobra. Breathe in. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips go back, heart reaches forward, active child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees with a rounded spine. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift up and back. As you breathe in, the heels rise, round forward, high plank. As you breathe out, spin both heels to the right side of the mat. The right heel comes down, right big toe down, left heel's lifted. This time stay right here, pressing your butt back, reaching your heart forward. Maybe come up to the left fingertips. Maybe left arm cactuses up to the sky. So press down more firmly into right hand and right foot. Pressing them down and away from each other. Begin to arc your heart slightly toward the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out, left palm back down to the mat. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, both heels to the left side of the mat. Left heel roots, left big toe roots. Right heel's lifted, stay. Maybe coming to right fingertips. Maybe right arm cactuses up to the sky. Big breath in, inflate the right side body. Breathe out, right palm back down to the mat if it was lifted. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels like a wave, ripple forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga for 3, for 2, for 1. Sink your pelvis down to the mat, then pull your hands back toward your toenails. Lift your heart, Cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Hips press back to the heels, active child's pose. Inhale, round forward, hands and knees press into your palms. Exhale with the toes tucked, slow transition, lifting up and back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, the heels lift, wash forward, high plank. Exhale, both heels to the right side of your mat. Right heel down, left heel's lifted. Maybe left arm up to the sky. Now this time, start to press even more into right hand and right foot. See if you can float your left toes away from the mat, and maybe you stay here hovering like you're suspended in the air. Maybe begin to press the right leg towards straight as you reach your left arm all the way up and over your ear. So on the right side body, we're pulling the rib cage and the hips closer together. On the left side body, we're expanding that space. Breathe in. Breathe out, left hand, left foot back down to the mat. High plank. Exhale, both heels to the left. Left heel roots, right heel lifts. Right fingertips rise. Maybe right toes float away from the mat and you can stay with the left leg deeply bent. If the big toe is anchored, start to press down even more. Stretch out in all directions like your body's a big rainbow. Right arm goes beside your ear. Breathe in. And breathe out. Right palm, right foot back to the mat. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lower for 5. For 4, steady your gaze. For 3, breathe to the discomfort. For 2, for 1, pelvis drops. Pull your hands back toward your toes. Open your heart, Cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips press back. Inhale, press down. Lift your spine to the sky as you shift forward to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift up and back. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Sigh, clear, cleanse. On your next inhale, lift your heels, hollow your core, round forward, high plank. As you exhale, spin both of your heels to the right side of the mat. This time the left heel roots, right heel is lifting. Press into the left foot and the right palm. Cactus the left elbow up to the sky. Then float your right toes away from the mat. And if you can, stretch your right leg all the way off your mat toward the left. If the leg's extended, we'll take 5 pulses here. Squeeze your inner thighs for 5, for 4, for 3, breath stays steady. For 2, last one, squeeze, holds. Good, left palm comes back down to the mat. Pull your right knee into your chest, spin on your back foot, and then anchor the knife edge of left foot. So we're spinning to face the opposite long edge of the mat as you breathe in. Right arm lifts high, right knee lifts high, press down. Exhale, slow step forward to the top of your mat for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, good control. Last one, finally, right foot roots at the top of your mat as you breathe in, high crescent lunge. The fingertips float up to the sky, back heels lifted. Breathe out, heart stretches forward, fingertips reach for the back of your mat. Shift weight forward to the right foot, float your left toes away from the mat. Inhale, airplane pose. Stay on your exhale, root the base foot more firmly. Grow roots down through all 4 corners. Then, as you inhale, feel the swell of breath, the wave of the breath as it rushes up to your heart, inflating that space. Breathe out, rise to stand. Skim the mat with the left foot, don't put it down. Stretch your leg all the way forward to the top of your mat and reach your arms over your head, biceps beside your ears. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Firm your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Steady gaze, steady breath, steady mind. Last breath. Inhale, reach higher through your fingertips. Exhale slowly, so slowly, slower than you want to go. Step your left foot down, hips distance away from the right. Feel as your foot melts to the earth. Then inhale, lift your gaze toward your thumbs. As you exhale, dive down, forward, fold, belly is contracted. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to plank. Shift forward. Lower chaturanga for 3, for 2, for 1. Untuck your toes. Inhale, this time we'll press to upward facing dog. Arc your heart forward. Exhale, glide back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift the heels, round forward, high plank. As you exhale, pivot both heels to face the left side of your mat. The right heel drops down, left heel stays lifting. Then reach your right fingertips to the sky, lift your left foot, and stretch it off of your mat to the right. See if it can stay lifted. If not, root the knife edge, no worries. We'll take 5 pulses. 5, 4, maybe gaze to the sky. 3, 2, drive into knife edge of right foot. Last one, hold and squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, good. Left knee to chest, right arm back to the mat, right hand back to the mat. Pivot on the right toes, and then spin to the knife edge of the right foot. Big toe is still rooted. The knee can be bent. Left knee reaches for the sky. Left arm reaches for the sky. Breathe in here, expand. Slow breath out, transition forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, softly, deliberately, left foot lands. As you inhale, rise, high crescent lunge, float the fingertips. As you exhale, heart reaches forward. Start to bow your torso down over the left thigh. Come to the tip of your right toe, then press firmly into the left foot to float right foot away from the earth. Let your fingertips, imagine that you could grab the air with your fingertips, and then use that traction to puff your heart more forward as you breathe in. Breathe out, press from left glute into left heel. Skim the mat with right foot and then glide your leg all the way forward. Reach the fingertips up. We're here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Go so deeply into the sensations you're experiencing, into the activation. Any shaking, any wobbling, try to feel it all. Inhale. Exhale so slowly. Lower the right foot back down to the mat. Feel your muscles working. And then step the foot down. Good. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch out the spine. Exhale, palms plant, step back, plank. Shift forward, lower chaturanga for 3, for 2, for 1. Untuck your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog, 4 points of contact with the earth. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adding on, next round, as you inhale, lift your heels, wash forward, high plank. Exhale, both heels spin to the right side of the mat, the left heel lowers. Breathe in, reach your right leg off the mat to the left. Left arm extends above, 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold and squeeze. And then reground the left palm, pull your right knee to your chest, swivel to the knife edge of the left foot. Inhale, right arm stretches high, right leg stretches high. Maybe this time, finding extension into the right leg, reaching your toes to the sky. Inhale. Exhale to the top for 5, 4, right foot steps forward, 3, 2, contract your core. Good. Softly put the right foot down. Inhale. Fingertips reach to the sky. Exhale, heart goes forward. Fingertips go back, then launch into the right foot. Lift the left toes. Breathe in, puff your heart. Breathe out, left leg all the way forward. Fingertips beside your ears. Inhale. Exhale, this time hook your left ankle outside of the right thigh. Flex your toes. Palms come to heart center. Then begin to slowly sink and settle into standing pigeon. Every time you inhale, stretch your heart towards your thumbs, elongate your spine. And as you exhale, soften into your hips. Find in this shape a beautiful balance between effort and ease, between activation and relaxation. One more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, press down, rise up, left toes forward, fingertips to the sky. Exhale and slowly place the left foot back down to the earth. Inhale, fingertips rise, gaze lifts. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, elongate. Exhale, chaturanga, palms plant. Maybe you float back this time, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, round forward, high plank. Exhale, both heels spin to the left. Right heel roots, left heel lifts. Inhale, right arm to the sky, left leg out toward the right side of your mat. 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, hold, breathe in. Breathe out, circle right palm down, left knee hugs in, spin to the knife edge of the right foot. As you inhale, press right hand and right foot away from each other as the left knee and the left arm float to the sky. Root your base big toe and maybe extend out through the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, slow step forward to the top of your mat for 5, 4, 3. Use your breath 2. Good, so strong. Inhale, fingertips rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, chest bows forward, fingertips go back, roll to the tip of right toe, then press down, lift your leg. Inhale. Exhale, right leg glides through, fingertips rise overhead, breathe in. Breathe out, flex the right foot, draw the ankle to the outside of the left thigh, and then begin to sink, creating your figure 4 shape, palms to prayer. Notice what's happening in your supporting foot, the base foot. Can you feel all 4 corners pressing evenly into the earth? If you notice that you're rolling externally or internally to one side of the foot, press more to the opposite side, creating balance. Inhale, press down, rise up, right toes forward, all 10 fingertips to the sky. Exhale, slowly the right leg lowers down. As your foot connects with the earth, lift up through your body, elongate your waistlines, lift toward the sky with your fingertips and your gaze. Exhale, bow forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms plant, step or float back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog, contract your low belly to lift the hips. Last round through this sequence, adding on again. As you inhale, lift the heels, ripple forward, high plank. As you exhale, both heels to the right side of the mat, the left heel lowers. Inhale, extend out through left arm and right leg. Pulses, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right knee hugs to the chest, roll to the knife edge of the left foot, root your big toe. Inhale, reach up through right knee and right arm. Maybe extend your leg. This time as you exhale, slow drop back to wild thing. So the right leg will float down. And slowly, slowly, slowly begin to arc your heart to the sky as you drop the right toes down off the mat behind you. You can bend your knees, press into your feet, then lift your pelvis higher and reach the right arm all the way over your head. Feel expansive in the front body, opening your heart. One more inhale. Good. Exhale, pivot back to Vashisthasana. Right arm, right knee high. Exhale, step to the top for 5, 4, 3, you got it, 2, 1, right foot roots. Inhale, fingertips float up. In one exhale, press forward, airplane, fingertips back, heart forward. Breathe in to expand, inflate the shape with your breath. Breathe out, rise up. Left toes forward, fingertips to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, sink, standing pigeon, palms to prayer. 2 breaths. Inhale, press down, firm your thighs, left toes forward, fingertips up. Exhale, softly step down. Inhale, root the feet, lift the fingertips and the gaze. Exhale, dive in, fold. Halfway lift, elongate. Exhale, plant your palms. This time we'll step back to plank. As you inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, upward facing dog, but keep your toes tucked so the pelvis swings forward. Lift up through your low belly and your heart. Then stretch your right toes back behind you, floating them away from the earth. Inhale here. Exhale, draw right knee to right tricep. Inhale, back to 3-legged up dog. Right toes are hovering, heart goes forward. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, 3-legged up dog. Right toes hover, lift your heart. Last time, exhale, knee to nose. Hold and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. And step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, round forward. Exhale, both heels to the left, right heel roots. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Stretch up, 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, hold, inhale. Exhale, right palm down, left knee to chest. Roll on your back foot. Root the knife edge, breathe in, stretch out. Left arm, left leg, high to the sky, maybe extending through the lines. Breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly float your left toes back to the mat and then step them off the mat behind you, rolling your heart open to wild thing. Maybe the knees bend and then stretch out again. Feel contraction in your back body and beautiful big expansion, airing out of your front body and your heart space. Inhale here. Exhale, pivot back to the side plank. Pick up your left toes away from the mat. Draw the knee high to the sky. And exhale, slowly step forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down. Inhale, fingertips rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane, launch forward, back toes rise. Breathe in, inflate. Exhale, breathe out, right leg forward, fingertips up. Inhale. Exhale, standing pigeon, 2 breaths to sink to your depth. Inhale. Exhale. How deep can you make the last breath here? Inhale, rise up, fingertips float, right toes forward. Exhale, softly step down, right foot beside the left, hips distance apart. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, palms down, step back, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower for 3, for 2, for 1. Toes stay tucked. Inhale, press to upward facing dog. Open your heart. Exhale, stay. On your inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades, float the left toes away from the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, kick back with the left foot, reach forward with your heart. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, so hollow through your core, clawing through the fingertips. Inhale, 3-legged up dog. Last time here, open your heart, breathe through the activation and the discomfort. Exhale, knee to chest. Chin, nose, or forehead for 3, for 2, for 1, and step back downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Big, big, big sigh. 1 more of those right here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Soften your knees down to the mat. Knees, hips distance apart. And let's come back to our puppy pose. So the palms will slide all the way forward, relaxing the heart, maybe in the chin or the forehead all the way down to the mat. Just breathe. Notice any differences in what you're feeling now in this shape compared to when we began the practice. Maybe the differences are really subtle. Maybe they're more obvious. Either way, what can you get more curious about? What aspect of your experience can you examine more thoroughly? Good. Press into your palms, your forearms. We'll roll forward all the way to lie on our bellies. Take your arms out wide to the sides like a big
plane or a big bird. As you inhale, we'll lift the heart, the arms,
and the legs. So float the tops of your thighs away from the earth. Stretch out in all directions. Imagine that there's a string connected to your middle fingers and your big toes, and they're being pulled out wider, further back. Your heart's being stretched forward. Breathe in, feel the back body contraction. One more breath longer than you want to, so stay for an extra breath.
And exhale, release. You can bring your hands down beside you with the palms facing the sky and relax one cheek to the mat. Be still, drop everything. Bring your chin forward again. This time, kick your heels in towards your sitting bones. Then start to reach your fingertips toward the back, squeezing the back of your heart as you lift your chest away from the mat. So imagine again that you're in that airplane pose and that you can grab the air to lift your heart higher. Then reach around and grab for the fronts of your ankles with both hands at the same time. Take a big sweeping inhale breath to kick your shins back, stretch your heart forward, floor bow. Magnetize your inner thighs and maybe begin to float the tops of your thighs away from the earth. Now, notice if anything becomes painful or over-contracted in the back body. Avoid that, but see if you can find the space that's slightly uncomfortable to lean in there. Without introducing force or pain, lift your heart, lift your toes, one more inch. Exhale, lower down, palms beside you. Bring the opposite cheek to the mat and drop everything, relax. Ground your palms, bring your chin back to center, and then we'll rise all the way up to a seat. Swing your legs forward to the top of your mat as you root your sitting bones down. Take an inhale. You can bring your fingertips beside you to encourage a lift through your spine, flex through your toes. And on your exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Continue to elongate your spine. And with every breath, feel the wave through your body, the ebb and the flow. The inhale creating length. And the exhale washing away anything you don't need. And let your breath become calmer, deeper, softer, and smoother, so that it reflects this transition to settling down from the more active shapes that we were just in. Now we're creating deep calm through the full body, soothing. Walk your fingertips back in, shift forward, and lower down to lie on your back. Hug your knees in tight to your chest. Take a couple of circles on your low back. Massage your sacrum. And then hug yourself in really tight. Wrap your forearms around your shins and try to squeeze every muscle in your body, hugging into discomfort. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax everything. Arms extend out, toes go to the corners of your mat and fall open. Back of the head relaxes down. Take a moment as you settle into your Shavasana to transition to this space of total comfort and total stillness. Scan through your body as we did at the beginning of the practice and notice spaces where you're consciously holding tight, tense,
maybe still a bit numb. Send your awareness there. And then give yourself this deep rest to absorb all of your efforts. Melt down to the earth beneath you. Drop everything. Begin to gradually deepen your breath. Come back into your body. Feel down your arms all the way to the tips of your fingers and down your legs to the tips of your toes as you begin to tickle the air with fingers and toes, gentle wiggles, waking back up. You can roll the wrists, roll the ankles. Then take a big expansive breath. Reach your fingertips back, toes go forward. Long body stretch. On an exhale, roll to a side, fetal pose. Drop down here, head to bicep, palms to the earth. Begin to rise up to a seat. Sukhasana, where we'll end our practice. Sitting bones deeply rooted. Spine is reaching for the sky like a plant that's growing infinitely up and down. Bring your palms to face up on your thighs and soften your eyelids once again if they're not. Take a moment now to acknowledge all of your efforts, all of the challenging sensations and physical postures that you faced in this practice. And allow these efforts in your physical body, in your asana practice, to empower you to interact with your emotions in a similar way, to encounter difficult situations in your life off the mat with a similar grace and dedication, steadiness in the breath. Bring your palms to meet in front of your heart. Take a breath in, lift your heart up toward your third eye. As you breathe out, just bow your chin slightly towards your chest in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. On a personal note, I find that I can often connect more with how I'm feeling physically, with my physical sensations, than with my emotional state. And so practicing these challenging moments of encountering discomfort physically has allowed me to then connect more with difficult emotions and situations when I encounter them in my life. So let me know how you're feeling, what you're thinking, if this resonates with you as well. And you can also subscribe to my channel down below. That really supports me. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day or your night. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you soon in another class. Bye.